Hello friends, welcome to the world of Labland. Labland, as the name suggests, it is a joint venture between lab and land activities. It was in 1994 perhaps that we conceptualized this particular name. My colleague Dr. Geeta, my wife Sapna and I were thinking that whatever work we were doing in the lab, the results should go to the land. Thus, Labland was born. It was in 1995 that we started working on the production of economically important plants through tissue culture. We could produce from the past almost 18 years now about 10 million banana plants, about 9 million ornamental plants. 10 million banana plants have gone into about 5,000 hectares in the past almost say about 16, 17 years. Since 2003, we started working on bioenergy crop, Jatropha curcus. Jatropha is a non-edible oil yielding crop. The world was looking for alternative energy crops and we could work on Jatropha. We could put our hands into Jatropha plant science and Jatropha based biodiesel production. We could establish a demonstration plot of Jatropha curcus germplasm collected from different parts of the world, different parts of the country mainly, different parts of India. And we have a full-fledged germplasm bank spread over about 1 hectare of land with about 550 accessions. We have got the solid data bank through which we were able to identify specific parental lines which are required for producing hybrid seeds in Jatropha, which is first of its kind in the world. It has been this achievement that was recognized by the Department of Biotechnology, Ministry of Science and Technology. It was at this point of time that my friend Mr. Vijay Hegde and his wife Ranjini supported the growth of the company throughout its work in Jatropha related activities.
Labland Biotech, floated in the year 1994 as a private limited company, is a global player in the field of plant biotechnology, plant tissue culture and plant science, with a fully equipped plant tissue culture and research and development facility set up in Mysore, Karnataka, the southern state of India. Labland has emerged as one of the India's few companies possessing the high-tech know-how for plant propagation through tissue culture on a vast scale. The company also has the capabilities for improving and evolving new varieties of horticultural crops such as banana, plantation crops such as cardamom, foliages such as syngonium, spathiphyllum, ornamentals such as anthuriums, and energy crops such as Jatropha. Government of India's Ministry of Science and Technology recognized Tissue Culture Lab of Labland has all the modern facilities required for the production of about 2 million quality plants through the adoption of the latest technology of plant tissue culture. The tissue culture production facility includes semi-clean area for media preparation and media storage room. The clean area, which is sterile, positively pressured for tissue inoculation, dissections. Culture growth rooms for incubation and growth. Greenhouse with polytunnels. Secondary nursery for acclimatization. The crops that are being multiplied in Labland facilities include banana, anthuriums, gerberas, ornamental foliages, and Jatropha. The process of tissue culture involves a series of procedures to identify a suitable elite mother plant and collect the appropriate tissue. Treat the tissue in laboratory with antibiotics to eliminate surface-borne microorganisms. Dissect the tissues and inoculate into a chemically defined medium for tailor-made growth stages. The medium is the trade secret of the business and is highly specific to species and different growth stages. The tissue rapidly multiply in the standardized medium incubated in temperature and light-controlled growth rooms for specific period. Complete plantlets are regenerated in specific period of time and sent to greenhouse for acclimatization in polytunnels. Acclimatized plants are sold to the end users either in small net pots or in polybags or pots. Labland has developed tissue culture protocols for almost 300 different crops and has exported the ex-agar, in-agar, semi-hardened and hardened plants to different parts of the world. Jatropha is a perennial deciduous shrub that can live up to 40 to 50 years. It can grow in arid lands and can withstand drought. It produces fruits annually with seeds that are oblong and black. Jatropha seeds contain about 35 to 40% non-edible oil. Each acre of Jatropha plantation has potential to yield up to 1 ton of biodiesel. The oil is blended straight with conventional diesel at 5 to 40%. Blends in diesel-powered vehicles and generators without any engine modifications. The Jatropha biodiesel is on par with conventional diesel in most respects. In fact, it does not catch fire easily and hence safe to transport and does not have any sulfur emission, thereby lowering pollution. Labland is committed to finding solutions to the global needs of improved planting material of Jatropha carcass by adopting advanced tools of plant science and biotechnology. Labland has set up an international Jatropha Technology Center, Jatropha Seed Science and Technology Center, to reinforce the knowledge base and the products of Jatropha. Since 2003, Labland collected about 550 selections of Jatropha germplasm from different parts of India and maintained them in the demonstration plot following standard agronomic practices. Systematic study on seed yield and seed oil content of each of the selections has been recorded since 2005, and elite lines have been identified for further development and varietal improvement. High-yielding good quality lines were subjected to biotechnological interventions for cloning through tissue culture for further improvement and multiplication. Cloning through tissue culture of Jatropha from adult elite plants is a tough task because it is a latex-producing plant. Labland is the only company to date to have successfully developed the tissue culture process protocol for Jatropha. The process begins with collection of suitable tissue known as explants, surface sterilize, and aseptically culture the tissues in small jars containing suitable growing medium and incubate in culture growth rooms. Periodically shift the growing tissues to fresh medium until a rooted plant is obtained. This is the baby clone of selected mother plant. These tiny plants will be acclimatized in greenhouse and further grown in poly bags and transferred to land. Biotechnological intervention through tissue culture has given improved varieties in seed yield and oil content up to 48%. These have been field evaluated for seed yield and oil content since 2008. Labland is in the process of obtaining 4 national and international process patents for Jatropha cloning technology. The company has gained enormous experience in raising plantations in different parts of India, sizing from 1 hectare up to 150 hectares spread across varied agroclimatic zones of India. In the process, agronomic requirements for Jatropha under different agroclimatic regions were studied by Labland. Cultivation practices with optimum requirement of fertilizers and water has been developed. Appropriate pruning and harvesting methodologies were also developed. Labland has been working on Jatropha crop improvement by breeding. Hybrid seeds are produced from 2 known elite male and female parents. Labland's leadership in producing hybrids of Jatropha is unmatchable because it was an early starter in collecting and identifying the elite lines and using them for producing hybrids. Crossbreeding among the identified elite lines is carefully planned and executed to obtain hybrid seeds with improved seed yield, oil content, and quality of oil. Hybrid seeds have remarkable vigor and have a combination of positive traits of both the parents inherited into them. Labland has been able to commercially release the 5 improved hybrids: Aditi, Arya, Meghana, Sannidhi, and Vijaya. There is a huge demand for hybrid seeds all over the globe. Labland has developed cost-effective and eco-friendly cultivation methods in its experimental farms at Mysore for maximizing the seed output by amalgamating the integrated approach of chemical fertilizers and biofertilizers. Several patent-pending products and processes are available with Labland. There is a need to store Jethropa seeds appropriately because the biodiesel obtained from the seeds depends on quality of oil present in the seeds, and the quality of oil in turn depends on how the seeds are stored. These seeds will undergo a series of processes like seed dusting, grading, hulling, oil extraction, and filtration. Jethropa crude oil can be stored, exported, or even used directly in genset after a brief process of degumming. The crude oil is further processed in reactors to produce biodiesel by the method of transesterification. The crude oil is filtered and then subjected to transesterification. The refined biodiesel is used in transport vehicles. Byproduct utilization. Major byproduct obtained during the process of oil extraction is seed cake, which can be used as organic manure in the Jethropa plantation because it helps in cutting down the cost of cultivation and also has insecticidal properties apart from rich source of nitrogen and phosphorus. Labland uses the seed cake in the production of biogas and in making briquette that can be used in boilers. Glycerin is another byproduct that can be sold to pharmaceutical industries. Market potential. Labland's 19 years of service in the biotech sector has created its own niche market for most of the products at the local and global levels. Tissue culture, alternative energy through Jethropa for the production of biodiesel, banana fruit production, and manpower training altogether form a formidable commercial combination in the field of plant biotechnology. With a 20 to 30% growth in the demand for the tissue culture derived plants, with about 99% export potential available for banana fruits, and with about 20 to 30 million tons of biodiesel required for the Indian fuel sector, the activities proposed exhibit a significant growth in each of the sectors proposed. Besides, Labland has the necessary technology to bring in newer products to the market regularly. And there are few players in this sector, which gives Labland an opportunity to capture larger sections of the market. The services offered by Labland. Products. Production and supply of high-quality tissue culture economically important plants and also supply hybrid seeds of Jethropa for planting purpose. Contract research. Custom production. Contract research in relation to various crops for region-specific requirements. Custom production of ornamentals and foliages through tissue culture. Protocol services. Development of production protocol for any crop and supply multi-cultures. Consultancy to establish successful plantations of banana, anthuriums, gerbera, and Jethropa curcus. Establish region-specific R&D facility for Jethropa curcus and other crops. Establish tissue culture facility. Contract cultivation of Jethropa curcus with assured buyback agreement. Training services. Manpower training in various aspects of plant science and biotechnology, Jethropa cultivation, plantation management, greenhouse hardening, and nursery management for any crop.